As some final thoughts, Jesus changed people. When people touched him, their lives were changed forever. There was never any question about whether they met Jesus or not. It didn't always agree with people around them, but that was the experience. When Jesus met Paul, Paul changed. Everything that meets Jesus is a life-changing experience. Jesus never said to change the culture around him. When he was doing miracles, he was their king. But when he refused to rise to their expectations of kicking out the Romans, they rejected him. Jesus chose to rise to his Father's expectations. Many preachers prefer to rise to their people, and they are charismatic and people follow them, but rising to God's expectations is always the challenge. What does God expect me to do? God is not a complicated person. It's a very simple idea, and these 52 weeks or 52 meditations outline very clearly from Scripture, from Christ, from all over, that if we change ourselves to be more like Jesus, to be more like what the expectation of Jesus is, that we will change. Jesus chose to die for this commitment, where we prefer to save our life and our image. What a contrast. Our perspectives in life as Christians are different. We are not anti-culture, but offer a greater level of empowerment to the culture around us. But we are not alone. Everybody wants to have that empowerment. They seek empowerment. They follow charismatic leaders to get that empowerment. But our power is so much greater and higher and more powerful. And it's not about empowering self, but rather God empowering you. Christians offer a counterculture, which, when realized, will result in heaven on earth. Well, kind of. That was if we ever follow that counterculture idea. This was Jesus' goal and should be ours. Not to bring the physical heaven to an imperfect culture, but new people into the right relationship with his Father. That would in turn energize and empower the culture until the real heaven arrived. The key to this empowerment is to worship the true King of Kings. No one else will do. Too many times we choose ourselves, our culture. We put God and Jesus as a second, and then we want to change our culture and we complain about the way our culture is going, and really, it's our fault. We, the Christians, the church, it's our fault. We have decided to be divisive. We have decided to focus on the small things. We have decided to make life complicated, when what Jesus is asking is very simple. Go through and read the whole book again. You don't need to do it, slowly. Just do it quickly. Look at your answers. Were you challenged through this book? I hope so. Did it make you think differently about your life so that you understand everything you do will change your community plus or minus? There are other books that I've written. I hope that you download SoulMeds 1 or 2. 2 is about animals' character. 3 is about simple theology, A to Z. Number 4 is about 52 names of God. It's a really interesting little study that we can get to know God better if we learn to use God's name better and not just in vain like most of us do. And the fifth one is the book of Acts. So book 2 is a little shorter, 25 or 26 meditations, and book 5 is 28. Book 6 is coming, and the focus is confidence in the Lord through every circumstance. It is currently in the process. Watch for it. Look for it. Pass this on to anybody who you know could use it. These are free ideas, free meditations. Listen on your way to work. Listen on your way home. Listen on the train and the bus. Listen when you have nothing better to do but wait. The Lord will come and minister to you. Thank you. From Pastor Paul Friesen in wherever you are.